Welcome to America Current Affairs. Tonight, we're diving into a story that just unfolded, where a massive earthquake slammed into one of the most high-tech places on the entire planet. So, what happens when raw natural power goes head-to-head with some of the smartest engineering in the world? Well, we're about to find out.
So picture this. It's late on a Saturday, December 27th, over in Taiwan. People are winding down for the night, and then boom. Out of nowhere, the ground starts to shake violently. There's no warning, just this incredible raw power coming from deep inside the earth.
And listen, this was no small tremor. We're talking about a magnitude 7.0 monster of a quake that erupted right off the coast. It was so powerful that it sent shockwaves across the entire island. And just look at this. This is what happened at the international airport. Can you imagine the chaos? Ceiling tiles are literally raining down, and this wasn't just here, across the island. Transportation, everything just ground to a halt.
But here's the real question, right? This quake put some of the planet's most critical, most impressive structures to the ultimate test. So let's dive in and see what happened.
Okay, so the shaking finally stops. In the immediate aftermath, it was a story of massive disruption, with the entire nation basically just holding its breath. Instantly, you had high-speed trains just frozen on the tracks. City metros slowed down to a crawl, thousands of homes were suddenly plunged into darkness, and a landslide even blocked a major highway. The whole system was in shock. And you have to imagine what that was like for the people who felt it. This wasn't just a quick jolt. They described it as a long, terrifying shake late at night. You know, watching lights sway and things just flying off the shelves. Absolutely terrifying. All right, so this quake didn't just shake the ground. It was a direct test for two of Taiwan's most important assets, two absolute giants. So on one hand, you have this towering skyscraper, a giant of steel and glass. And on the other, you have the tiny, unbelievably powerful computer chips that run our entire world. So how in the world did they survive? First up, let's look at that skyscraper, Taipei 101. Now here's the crazy part. It was designed not to fight an earthquake, but to actually dance with it. And it has this incredible secret weapon hanging right near the top, a giant golden ball called a tuned mass damper. Think of it like a huge, heavy pendulum. And when I say huge, I mean it. This thing weighs a staggering 660 metric tons. To put that in perspective, that's heavier than 100 adult elephants combined. And it's just hanging out at the top of the building? Now, what's so cool about this is how simple the idea is. As the earthquake pushes the building one way, this giant pendulum just naturally swings the other way. This countersway cancels out the shaking and absorbs all that violent energy, keeping the buildings stable. It's genius. And hey, don't just take my word for it. People online are just blown away by this feat of engineering. I mean, it really is kind of insane when you stop and think about it. Okay, so that's how you protect a massive skyscraper. But what about protecting something much, much smaller, but maybe even more valuable? Let's talk about the world's computer chips. So why is this so important? Well, get this. Almost all, we're talking 92% of the most advanced chips in our phones, our computers, our cars, they're all made right there in Taiwan. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal. So how do you protect these hypersensitive factories? I mean, these are places where even the slightest vibration can ruin billions, with a B, billions of dollars of product. How do you keep it calm inside when there's total chaos outside? Well, chip makers like TSMC have created what you could call a silicon shield. It's not just one thing, it's a whole bunch of defenses, from automatic shutdowns and reinforced buildings to having teams that are trained for exactly this kind of disaster. But the absolute coolest technology they use is something called seismic isolation. Seriously, imagine putting the entire factory on giant, high-tech roller skates. This way, the ground can shake like crazy underneath, but the building just kind of glides, keeping all that delicate machinery inside perfectly safe. It's incredible. Now, this amazing level of preparation, it didn't just happen overnight. No, it was learned the hard way through decades of really tough experiences. See, Taiwan is in one of the most seismically active places on Earth, and its history is filled with powerful earthquakes. There was a devastating one back in 1999 that was a huge wake-up call. And with each new quake, they've learned new lessons, making their buildings and their plans stronger and stronger. And really, that's the main takeaway here. Taiwan has managed to turn its biggest weakness, the fact that it's always at risk of earthquakes, into its greatest strength. It's made them a world leader in how to prepare for disasters.
So what this event really shows us is that with smart thinking and a lot of preparation, we can actually build things that are strong enough to withstand even nature's most powerful forces. The question now isn't if another big one will hit, but what new things it will teach us all.
For more deep dives like this into the amazing stories and events that are shaping our world, make sure you subscribe to America Current Affairs. Thank you so much for watching.